Welcome back to N2 Sports with Da Boys. As always, Nashua Trowbridge, and I'm here with. And first of all, congratulations on the win at homecoming for the football game versus the William Chrisman Bears. And going off of that, how are you guys feeling off of that game?
It was good. I didn't really expect a lot from that game, but a lot happened.
Yeah, it was really fun. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
It was a fun game. I wanted to win that game because last year, what happened, very close game, and we made it a good game.
Get back.
It was a good game after the past 2 years. Coming off both losses after the past 2 years, so getting this one kind of feels good, especially off the homecoming win. I mean, getting the homecoming win definitely feels better, not just a...
That's that get back.
Yeah, it's a get back.
Absolutely agree with you guys on that one. And now you guys are over 500. How does that feel? That's a pretty darn good accomplishment, if you ask me.
It feels good. I've been here for only 3 years, so I can't really say as much for seniors. But I said I played varsity my sophomore year, so going 2-8 last year, and then this year going 4-3 is actually pretty good. Good feeling, good jump up.
I would say going 4-3 or being above 500, it feels good. I mean, I've been here for 3 years, but playing on the team for about 2.5. It feels good to actually have a winning record compared to last year. And, yeah, me on varsity playing varsity as a sophomore, it just feels good having a winning record.
It definitely does feel good having a winning record off the past 2 years. After the first year, just going 0-10, just having that year just sucked. And then I know from my experience, my second year here, I broke my hand. So, I mean, that year, we went 2-8 on the scoreboard or on our sheet. But for me, in my head, I went 0-10. So for this year to actually get some wins on the board and have that feeling of being able to ring that bell, definitely felt good.
Being able to ring that bell, man, that's an honor and privilege right there, absolutely. And little bit of a slow start here for you guys. You started off 2-1, but then after that, won the last 3 out of the 4 games. How does that feel? And to be over 500, adding on to that, how does that feel?
Correction. We did start 1-2, but we bounced back. So we lost to St. Joe Central and then lost to Excelsior and then ended up beating East. And that win, I think that's what got us going. And then the next game we played Ray South, up 20, and then they unfortunately came back. But after that, I think that's when the stuff started to kick in. We got to finish games through. And ever since then, we've been up on the halftime and then just finished the games.
Starting off 1-2, then going and beating teams that we need to beat. I mean, in practice, it all started in practice. I mean, juniors and seniors, me as a junior, stepped up in practice, started being there mentally, and it's just all about finishing. We learned after that Ray South game when we was up 20 and they came back, we just learned we have to learn how to finish the game, go through the whole game, finish. That's the whole objective of the game. Go out there, have fun, and finish your job, do your job.
It all did start in practice. I definitely think Crutcher probably step stuff up a little bit. I feel like we seen that in practice a little bit more. We started running more, doing more drills. But I mean, it's just I forgot what I was gonna say. To be so dead ass with you, I had it in my mind.
Okay, but first of all, that's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. Above 500 in a long time, it feels like now for all of us. We haven't, us juniors haven't seen it here when we've been here, so that's awesome. But you seniors, going to you guys, your senior night is versus Smithville, October 25th. How are you guys feeling about that?
I'm excited. I believe we could beat Smithfield because we played them in the summer and we wasn't doing too bad. So and us going off of all these wins, I'm feeling great.
It's definitely gonna be some real competition. Some people are gonna have to step up, see what people are about. But like Sully said, we did play them over the summer. We did have a little bit of a competition against them. It did feel good playing against them. It wasn't much of a struggle. It was kind of even. They scored, we scored, they scored, we scored. Just hopefully people can step up and see what happens. Definitely on senior night. Oh, I definitely want to win that game.
Yeah.
That's a must-have win.
If you ask me, that's the definition of a primetime game right there. I know a lot of these are the same exact time, 7 p.m., but that to me just sounds like a primetime game. Tonka versus Smithville, senior night at Tonka. That's a great game upcoming. And then next week, or this upcoming week, you guys go against the 7-0 Kearney Bulldogs. How are you guys feeling all about that?
That's going to be our toughest game. They're 7-0. They haven't lost against literally anybody. They've been dominating everybody they played against. They're a really good team this year, and they were last year they win their championship game too. So winning that's going to be a really hard game. Everybody's going to have to step and play hard.
I'm really just excited to go up against better competition to get us better, and yeah.
Kearney, it's a tough game. I wouldn't say it's an unwinnable game. I mean, they're dogs on the field. They do their job. They do the right assignment. They've been playing with each other since they were kids. I mean, down there in Kearney. I mean, they've always been a tough team. They're just a great football team. We're just gonna try our best, do what we can to try and come out with a victory at least. Be physical, come off the ball right, do your job, and practice hard.
It all starts in practice. Like this week, we got to go in. Today, we got to go into practice today. Hopefully, we got a good practice. We got to get filmed through, get all of our stuff right in practice. It all starts in practice. So if we get through this week, have a good practice, everyone's there. No one skips a practice. Everyone stays on beat. We should be good. It sucks we're losing Big Nunez out, but we have people to step up and can fill those shoes for him. So hopefully the team can be healthy, and we should be good for this week.
Going back to practice, we all just need to really lock in, like jacking around like we used to, and everything else just really lock in for this week because it's a really good team we're going against.
It's nothing like the other weeks we've had. It's
Yeah.
nothing like East High School. It's nothing like Grandview.
Yeah.
Like we kind of expected those teams to at least be, somewhat lenient. Like we could give them up a few touchdowns. We can't give Kearney touchdowns. We're gonna have to stop them right then and there. We can't give them free stuff.
That's going to be a fun one to watch. We will hopefully be there to see you guys play versus the Kearney Bulldogs, and we will obviously be there for senior night. And going off of the games into the plays and stat-wise, how have you guys done very well statistically? Because I know, Ethan, you have had around 10 touchdowns, some interceptions. How are you feeling about that upcoming versus these games?
It feels good. I mean, knowing that, it means Kearney's going to have to watch me and see what I do. I could be a problem for him. I could not be. It really just depends. We'll have to play hard. So.
And Sullivan, how about that touchdown? How about that touchdown?
Thanks to my boy Jason Wright. He blocked the punt, and I seen the ball on the floor. I picked it up, and I scored it. So, yeah, it felt great. That's my first touchdown. Hoping to get more. So, yeah.
Absolutely, man. D-line, man. Those are hard to get. When you see an opportunity like that, you just got to pick it up and score it.
Yeah.
And now to you, Jason Wright. Absolutely a beast at linebacker, man. Every time we've commentated you and watched you, we just see number 9 all over the place. And even on special teams on blocking punts. How does that go for you?
It's just main thing is being aggressive, going out there, wanting the ball, go out there, make you especially in key moments like that where game's tied or you're down by a touchdown and you need the ball back before half. So you go out there. You just be aggressive. See what you can try to do. If something comes up, It's kind of just how it happened.
because it looks like you watch their film even on punts because like you time getting to the snap and all that so perfectly. How does that go off?
Kind of just matching up their timing. Like I know before during practice, our coaches told us that they're how they hike the ball is they clap. As soon as they clap, that's when the ball is coming. So I heard the clap. As soon as it comes, I'm going. As soon as I heard the clap, I was going.
Absolutely agree with you there. And Mr. Isaiah Watruba, how is statistically going for you? You've been all over the place in the backfield. The number 1 running back, number 24. We love to call you Mr. Le'Veon Bell after one of your recent podcasts. How does that feel for you?
Me, it's just going out there and doing me, waiting for my blocks to progress, seeing things go, and just giving my all for my team.
Because I've seen some blocks for Ethan's big running plays, obviously, props to you, but going off the blocks too, right? Like, blocking is an underrated thing and needs to be more agreed upon that blocking is such an important thing for big running scheme-like offenses.
It really is.
And how do you go on for that?
It's just going out there, not being afraid, giving my all for my boy right next to me, Ethan, giving it all so he can go out there, put some points on the board for us, and get us a win. I'm just doing my job.
Back to the blocking, that's a big props for the O-line, blocking backs and everything else, like Shane Hall and Liam Crooks. It's a big shout out to them.
Adam
Our
Humphrey.
whole O-line,
David.
they've been getting the job done, doing their best, and leaving those big holes up and letting me run through them, get big yardage.
And to wrap it up, speaking of Liam Crooks, how did that deep pass, feel for you? Go off of each part of that play for me because that was nice.
It gave me chills, I'm not going to lie. So basically, I was thinking about running it, and then I was looking a little bit more deeper downfield, looking at Liam. And then I seen the spacing between him and the defender, and just kind of threw it up, let him more, and just let him run it. It was a good drop in the bucket, and as soon as I seen him take off, I knew it was a touchdown. Gave me chills.
Absolutely. Because we have talked about that before. Run, and then defense will come down and hopefully wait for the deep pass.
Yeah, that's really what they did.
And that was super exciting because I noticed it looked like you were going to run, and then you dropped it in the bucket, and it was absolute dime right there. And overall, everyone has done a great job for this Tonka year for football boys. And I absolutely thank you guys for coming today for this podcast with the boys. As always, it's your boy Nash, and you just got into it.